T1's ability to outplay in these skirmishes, and we've seen it in the semifinals, in the quarterfinals, them just dodging so many skill shots, setting up these.
多兰生涯20大操作集锦。Faker 看太多了，看看多兰的吧。
Yep, Crocco's everywhere as well. That's a 30 CS lead for Peanut, and you know that's nice.
经典纳尔
Crocco has been running from lane to lane to lane to lane, killing everyone. Prince is here. Doran gets the two of them into the wall, and TP comes in. The Gnar is going to survive. Doran sets up a huge play. As Kyle is going to get that abyssal dive.
这是那个 AL 的辅助吗？
Prince is like, no, buddy, we're fighting. And was certainly thinking about it. Even gets hit by the rocket. Doran is playing such a master game of Gnar here. Consistent sideline threat. And now also able to actually make it out there. Very unfortunate.
操，那个时候就玩塔姆了。
Here,
原来你往那儿吐吗？
here, like, okay, maybe let it go. And then there's something, no, we will not let it go.
我都没印象哎。
So Fudge is going to have the game of his life. He has got a big advantage over Doran, isolated, but he's going to have to bring that to the rest of the. Oh no!
I think that might have been one of the greatest caster curses of all time. Fudge is down to just 50 health. Doran continuing to chase, body slam forward. He takes a big old swing. He tags Fudge, and Doran gets the solo kill. Oh my God!
没办法，乔伟也顶不住他的统治。
But he's been on a lot of adventures.
Okay, they're going to spot him here. Delight's in a lot of trouble. He does have his unbreakable will.
依赖
And
着
he's
和
going to try
Viper 和
to delay this
多兰的
now.
蝎子。
Kellen also supremely tanky himself, but now TP coming in and the big sweep.
夹
It's going to get set up, but now the Impale too! And that might just turn it around here for Humalife Esports. They get that kill on Lucid as well, and we see Showmaker isolated. Viper pretty low. Eats a gold card. Kingen getting in there. And the damage out of Showmaker and Kingen is not going to be enough with Peanut coming in. This should be a wipe in favor of Humalife Esports. Doran still above half health and still totally fine in ace for Humalife Esports.
Doran is in the right place at the right time. You see the TP coming in. Humalife know that they want to take this fight. And for a second, with that pick on the second, looks like very playable, but no, it's not. The double impale immediately ends any chance.
Did you see what
这波
happened?
真拉满了。
He Valkyried.
这波真的一点问题没有，这波全是修梅克一个人打输
The。cone, which was, I think, not
燃尽了这波，这波但凡队友多一个人，
He Valkyried
这波
into
团
it
战
and
都
he
能
gets
打。
caught like it was so sad for him.
Fate is getting a pretty massive lead. Blank is waiting for a chance here.
我操，
Yeah,
多兰
Vanguard's
打
edge comes down. That's the stun as well as
Stun
Heartbreaker
meter.
gets Summit out of there. He goes into the mist. The control ward goes down. Now
Blank.
Crocco turns up. Doran's in trouble. The flash comes through. Immediately followed by Crocco as they're looking for Doran, but the Q misses. Fate now looking for his opportunity. Oh no, they've been corralled. The minion wave is here as well as there's the double tap.
我操，这个
Blank's
夹
gonna try and smite his way back to health, but Doran going to pick it up and he's stacked up the passive, and Crocco's now in trouble. Not going to get chased down because there are no more blade surges remaining, but damn, how did that not work?
对面辅助叫宙斯。
As the Vanguard's edge here is so good with the follow-up stun, and Blank is here, he doesn't even hit his Q. Now Crocco comes up, and someone just takes too many autos there. Doran has to flash away, uses his W for a little bit of resistances, and then suddenly Fate comes here, and it's like, well, how do they mess this up? It's because Blank comes in here, perfect kick, then W's away, buys enough time for 2 extra turret shots.
Not to mention Doran landing the most beautiful flawless duet that I've
你说
seen.
这个兰博不是人？开玩笑，这把他都在里
I
面
don't。know why we're looking at the total gold.
I don't think he wants to
It's
go-
Like there's 9,000 gold gap. Like obviously these numbers are going to be silly.
I think he wants to 1v3. I don't think he wants to kill the Nexus per se. But now he's like, well, maybe I will. They all just get by him. He is coming over here to look for Kale.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's the grand challenge. He's issued a challenge against Lulu. That's
多
not
兰一打
very
起，
fair, is it?
多兰的
As
勾
he's
勾
gonna riposte. Okay, let's see whether they can actually lock
我
it
操，
down.
多
He'll
兰
take a lot of damage. Oh
人家
no,
一打
that's the
4
double kill. Tries to get out of the way of all of the skill shots and does so. Gen.G bounces on top of this area. It's a double kill for Chovy as well. And Kale is in fact the only one left alive.
确实慧眼识珠，好吧，这个辅助确实有味道。
Rascal waiting in the wings, has Paranoia at the ready.
certainly join whenever they would like.
If he paranoias onto Doran again, Doran safeguards in, maybe they can blow him up. I think this keeps happening where he goes really deep with those.
That's a big teleport from Doran though, currently in the fog of war.
我操，多蓝
The hook is so good! As now he finds
Gen.G
life in the backline as well. Rascal is just going to be taken down here. They lose their AD carry. BDD is on the run. He still has his ult, but KT, they found so
A 勾一波给别人打碎了都。
I have actual chills right now. Doran made it happen again. He absolutely isolates and kills Ruler with the dragon kick. Huge flanking teleport. Ruler once again alone. I cannot believe this is going to happen twice. Lightning is going to strike twice in this series.
Insane.
Unbelievable.
And they're like a wombo combo engage combo.
Yeah. 多兰那儿，多兰又是那儿。
just sort of like they want to kite back. They want to be able to play around getting these shock blasts to land, and then they send in the cow.
And the vision issue we were talking about.
Q 这个吗
？Boomerang steal.
Alright, I take it all back. Doran's the best player in the world.
Q 这个
This was so well played.
7杠4哎。
The boomerang steal.
Oh, it was the return boomerang?
It's even better.
没事，他的惩戒大家都懂。
Oh my god.
Getting some nice poke damage though. Chobi full health here, but Prince and Closer.
Oh my god!
They are a little bit too healthy. It's 4 against 2 for 15 seconds.
No way!
Lens gets up though.
回家想
They're gonna
吃
make
这
a
个
fight
家
here
园
on
卫
the
士，
Nexus
发现
turret. That's gonna
没
be
吃
the
到
play.
被
The
清
charge comes in again, but
主
it's
动被清。
Bangalore, and 3 of them are under the turret. Prince is living though. They can't kill the AD carry.
200 years!
Prince is gonna live, and a rocket hits him anyway, but he finally goes down. And the spawn of Ruler
他也太
is
肉了。
going to be what saves the game right now for Gen.G.
We have Live Sandbox with a slight deficit, looking to try and extend it a little bit here, as Peanut getting taken down low. Another cease and desist, the chains are going to land, but the arrow is so good. And denying the follow-off is now Doran dives on forward. The needlework is good, but he hasn't got any of the big kills just yet. And now, cease and desist coming down, and the Gwen not as immune as he wants to be, but it's the Sivir damage that needs to be respected. The massive knock-up going ONB! I don't know whether you wanted that one, buddy, as Silas goes in deep, grabs the support, and Willer is going to burn to death from the Leandries. Gen.G, they managed to get a wipe on everyone but Kyle.
Doran is going to do a ton of damage with his R and Q buttons, as we just discussed. So feels good right now. Peanut going in, and Doran is like, I'm just going to show up, and I'm going to lock you guys down. Needlework comes out, and look at the damage on this Gwen here. You pull him to the back. You go in further, where's the follow-up? Varus and the Callista so far away here, and even when they go for the re-engage with the timing of Closer Zonias, they want this so badly, and because this combo, insane damage, Closer's almost there. Like, it's so close.
Doran just living on 100 health for that entire back half of the team fight.
They do get positional advantage, that is true, as Jiu goes into melee range against Peanut, but it seems to have worked out. Good interrupt with the tidal wave as well, but Peanut does have the Melio there, and now the Moonlight Vigil comes down, and Doran, he's booping all of them! Oh my goodness, it's a disaster. He's running amok. Viper, though, is in melee range. I don't know whether that is exactly the best, but Zeka, he's the backup AD carry, and now he's finding the resets. Call me, trying to get that plane to move faster, but Doran, he'll just slap him. And that is going to be a triple kill for the Udyr. What is that? Okay, wait, there's the quadra kill. As Doran is just going to die because he knows that's the right thing to do.
You're opening up the Sejuani, who is very tanky. You commit pretty hard, and then they start to disengage here, but Viper gets this great ult, catches the Corki, allows Doran to follow up, and bear in mind, Cormi's already used Flash and his dash. Jiu ends up going in for Viper. And you're just getting run down. Zeka's getting the resets, and Doran is just an absolute menace.
His health bar just doesn't seem to change, does it?
It started to with the tower's contribution. You know, maybe like the 6th tower hit.
2, 3, 4, 5 turret shots was enough. As Call Me, that's a full explosive charge. Bit of damage here, but Zeka is not done. Look for it. There it is! Should be also just casually farming lots. But, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really need to announce that, did I? Sure. Sort of how that one goes is, all right, all out from Doran, looking for Keen here. Does find the charge up, doesn't get the slows on that one anymore, but almost is able to take down Keen, and now he gets a big old crash, and he's running at him. It's going to be the counter-strike used here by Keen. Doesn't have the leap strike anymore. He's trying to get his health back.
Once again,
and Doran really wants more. He gets the flash out, but there's the kill. Doran actually able to stay alive in the end, just barely.
This
play was great from Doran.
I mean, I was about to start the commentary with, I guess he lives because he doesn't have the slows on the ultimate from Doran anymore, and Doran can't get that last auto. Counter-Strike is used early here. And I thought at that moment he's just going to try to get the cannon and see if he can get out of dodge with the flash, but he actually flashes right after he fails to get the cannon, and Doran is just healthy enough. And Baron is spawning in 20. I mean, it feels like we're in late game with how much action we've had, but we're really just on the cusp.
Oh, well, that's going to be the knockup onto Canyon, but he still manages to safeguard his way out, and he stole the red buff. Pulverized lands only onto Peanut, looks to try and get the stun as well. As Chovy, he's going to get the Feather Storm out of Viper, who does recall the blades, and that is going to be the kill onto the Ahri. Outplayed nicely here, but Gen.G, it doesn't look like they're done just yet. Pei's going to have to flash, but in goes Delight. Oh, Pei's avoids his ex-teammate as well, as Lahans is going to be left for the Wolves, and Viper in the end collects a double. Doran still looking for more as Keen flashes forward. Pei's will be wiped out. Doran's the hero, and Keen able to lock down the Aatrox.
不可能，我直播间不可能。
我
的那段时间都被冲了，是我他妈多兰孝子看不懂比赛。就像来福一样，来福虽然说他之前很抽象，但他上马打的就是好啊。不过 Pusik 最近状态回暖，哪有问题？
As Pusik, he is going to try to get away. They're looking for this pick onto him.
They had one ward, which gave them a false sense of security. But you need to
看一下多兰20大精彩操作吧。
actually have full control of the jungle if you want to go for this play, right? Because you know that if Cannon does actually get onto you, it's a similar problem that you faced in the initial fight that we saw around the Dragon.
I think you could pretty much play anything.
5 Yordles maybe, but not 5 Teemos.
Chovy is not losing health. And Nongshim are still trying to set up plays. Doran's in your base. Doran is in your base. Okay, like you are not getting away from this. And nobody is going to kill Doran. You were right at the end of the day, Chronicler. He will live. And game number 2 is going to be quicker than game number 1. Well, Lahans might die here. Okay, he's got a stopwatch. There you go. Best item in the game. They're just going to knock down these structures.
Oh, man. There was no way that KT didn't know that that was the case, as Peanut crits the red buff for a massive amount of damage. Yep. They do have empowered backs. Now the Tahm Kench is going to come on in. Gideon maybe overextended just a little bit there as a Phalanx being set up by Nongshim. Peanut into the area. Doran! It was like he threw it, but then tries to save it. Bay with the shockwave is definitely good though. His stuff misses the Emperor's Divide. I don't think it's going to matter though, as KT looks so extraordinarily strong, and Noah still stays alive. Rich looks for him as he has himself the Gargoyle Stone Plate. The answer is Noah's Bay fighting against Zeus, who just licks him to death. That maybe is the greatest highlight that we've ever discovered, is now we're going to teleport coming in. B&K not wanting to give this one up, as 6 grubs on the table for Hanwha. They do want to stick around here to try and take them. 5 now. The only opportunity that they have. The flash, Nara onto 3! The culling comes through, it's the Wombo combo! Killer instinct! Combo! They do take down the Gnar, but I'd say he's done his job! As now Clear finding what he can, but I think that it's going to be chased down. The flash forward from Zaka, the flash forward from Viper, and there they go! Double kill for the Kai'Sa! And I hazard to say that this game is going to look pretty similar to what we saw in the previous one.
Juro is trying to block the Maokai, but they're being flanked here, and Doran finds this great angle.
Oh god, that was on 4 because it
one
would
ball
hit
combo.
Clear.
Yeah. Henner and Raptor both are just like, well, we don't want to get Maokai ulted, we don't get rooted.
The troubles are already starting, and Doran,
speaking of troubles,
might be in trouble here as well.
Yep, that's Ona rewarding his top laner for scouting out his jungle. And we'll see, Winter's Wrath is going to go wide. There's the flash, Permafrost is in, and T1 are going to look for their second. Doran, and gets the solo kill 1v2.
Look at this. The body slam blocks him for the melee, but he's still got, of course, the transform to come over here and do the additional damage.
我觉得贼清楚，那个时候多兰基本上稳定，每把都是突破口。
And then as the damage is trying to come through here, he gets the
但这一把他发力了。
calculation there on the cooldown of body slam.
It was exactly the time it came off cooldown as well. Like that was very close.
Gen.G don't have to contest this.
They don't. But every time we've said that so far this series, they have then contested
they've committed
it, so.
2 TPs to mid lane now.
There we are, Chovy and Doran join the fray. Stopwatch completed on Chovy. I think a fight is brewing. Bin locked up for the moment. He'll be able to dash away. Chovy pulled back by the soul and bounce. Don't really have the vision control as of yet. They're going to try and garner it now.
多兰不是斌哥的儿子吗？那个时候。
The Dragon started, would be the second for Gen.G, down to 5,000. Bin with the Dominus, slowed, stopped by Doran, who acts as a bodyguard. Now the hook onto Bin, knocked up with a death charge as well as Bin tries to heal himself up. Chovy getting onto the back line with the shockwave, pulls him into the Chovy down, but here is Pays to find another Dragon going over, flash away from dive as well. On the front line, trying to get in the way as Shun forces Pays away. Shun will take down Pays, and Elk still standing like he's ever been for VOG. Elk still survives, but Doran finally comes to life! A triple for the Aatrox as Gen.G even out the fight!
And key thing here, do take note of the positioning of Pace. Bin takes a lot of upfront damage, but that's what he wants to do. Doesn't go down. Then Chovy here gets caught by Yagao's ultimate, and as a result, it feels like Gen.G is losing. And the flash here from Elk. Great response from Peanut and the follow-up, but Shonen on with the flash response to immediately lock down Pace and try and protect Elk. So you've got 2 fights going on. Doran killing the backline of BLG, while Peanut and Delight do what they can to kill Elk, but they just don't have the damage. He's just barely surviving, and it ends up being a battle between Doran and Elk.
Faker just getting his stone blades, Guma getting his IE. If you thought he chunked before, just wait until you see him land some autos as there's the Baron.
Yeah, immediately they started up as soon as they get that control down. Information now given, Peanut on vision now, as Doran finds the flank, get it, there it is! The delivery, but Gumushi's still alive for so long, but Chovy will be able to take him down. Pace still alive, flashes away from Luna, and in the backline it is havoc being wrought on T1, another charm will connect. Faker is incredibly tanky though, as now Doran has to get out of there. We need to see the carry from your face over the wall. His carry in the final spark is a free, and Pace will do it.
It's Doran again that sets it up. This man deserves so much credit for being, and I think fairly so, considered the weak point of Gen.G. And look at this engage.
When your coach is Score, you can do things like this on Gragas Chronicler.
And Faker just so desperately wishes he could have blocked that charm, but he's just not able to. I think that Guma dies regardless here. He's on the right side of the fight. While Faker is tanky, once he all out, Pace can delete him.
They're going to try their hand at it.
Yeah, they need 30 seconds to Chovy up, and then he has TP, so the longer they stall, the better.
Yep, Grasping Root's going to be invested here as Keeper's Verdict coming down as well. Gets rid of Keen, and now Canyon going to have to try and push them away. He's relatively tanky, but maybe not tanky enough as Ruler standing his ground. The Chaos Storm is so much damage, and Smash dives in! Canyon trying to survive, but it's 2 kills for the Kai'Sa already, and the heroic charge into the turret. Keen goes down, triple kill for this Kai'Sa. And Smash, yeah, I mean, he was down in CS, that doesn't matter even a little bit. 1.6k ahead, 7-0.